worshipping the sun god Satrajit, a king in the Satvata dynasty, received the precious Syamantaka jewel from him. When Lord Krishna requested the Samantaka jewel on behalf of Ugrasen, the king of Yadus, he refused one day when Prasena, the brother of Satrajit, went out hunting wearing the Samantaka jewel on his head. On his neck, a lion attacked and killed him and took the Samantaka jewel within the caves. Later, Jambavan, the king of bears, killed that lion and gave the jewel to his son to play with. Meanwhile, when Lord Krishna heard that people were accusing him of killing Prasen, he took some residents of Dwarka and went to search for Prasen in order to free himself from this accusation. They first found that Prasena was killed by a lion and later found that the lion had been killed by Jamban at the foot of the mountain. Therefore, King Krishna ordered the residents to wait outside as he entered the Bear King's formidable mountain cave, wherein he saw the jewel being played within the hands of a boy. As soon as attempted to take the jewel away, the nurse cried loudly out of fear due to seeing the strange human form. Hearing the nurse cry, Jambavan, the king of bears, appeared on the scene in a very angry mood, and being bewildered by the illusory energy of Krishna, he wrestled with Krishna day and night for 28 days without understanding the glories of Lord, who is non-different from his worshipable Lord Ramchandra. Finally, he became completely exhausted and his body began to shiver as he offered prayers to Lord Krishna, realizing that he was his worshipable Lord Ramchandra. As a result of receiving the Lord's mercy, he regained his strength, and then the Lord revealed his purpose to him. Rishakaraj Jambavan presented the Samantaka jewel and his daughter Jambavati to Krishna, and then Lord returned to Dwarka and newly married Jambavati. So, what are the quotations? Where are they? That has been put. So, referring to the fortune of Jambavan, fortune of Janak Maharaj, fortune of Bhishmaka, fortune of Nagnajit, the fortune is compared to the fortune of Sanatan Mishra. 196th verse now. Sei bhagye ebe goshti sahas sanatana pailena purva Vishnu sevara karana. That same good fortune was now experienced by Sanatan Mishra and his family as a result of their previous service to Lord Vishnu. So Krishna giving the position of father, mother, giving the position of a caretaker. So that requires a fortune. And this fortune has been got by Sanatan Mishra. Aparahane grahe asibara hailakala vati gita nritya haite lagila vishala. So in the afternoon, everybody returned home. Now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu married Vishnu Priya, the daughter of Sanatan Mishra. Sanatan Mishra was experiencing so much of bliss. Now just see the fortune what he has got. This is just because of the wonderful services which he has done in the past. So tabe ratri prabhate ye chila lokachara sakala sarila sarva bhuvanera sara. So whatever required traditional rituals, everything was executed. Now in the afternoon, it was a time for the Lord to return home. The musicians, singers, dancers began their performances. When you say Vivaha ceremony, naturally singers will be there, musicians will be there, dancers will be there. And the whole atmosphere will be thrilled with excitement and happiness. Chaturdike Jayadhvani Lagila Haite Narigada Jayakara Lagile Nadite. So the sound of joy filled all the directions, and the ladies joined in by making auspicious sounds of Uludhvani. So again, this is a wonderful sound which Bengali Matajis, Uludhvani. Vipragana Ashirvada Lagila Karite Yatra Yogya Shloka Sabe Lagila Padite. The Brahmanas offered their blessings by reciting verses appropriate for an auspicious journey. So it is said when the journey is going to start, auspicious mantras should be chanted. So the devotees, those who are not aware of anything, they can just chant Narsimarti. Because one who is not so experienced in the Vedic mantras, The simplest is what? Every devotee, when he starts some journey, what he does, immediately he starts chanting Narsimha Arti. So here the Brahmanas were chanting mantras for an auspicious journey. Dhaka Pattaha Shanani Vadanga Kartala Anyonye Vadakari Bhajaya Vishala. The musicians competitively played their dhakas, kettle drums, shanani, vadangas, kartals. Tave Prabhu Namaskari Sarvamanya Gana Lakshmi Sange Dolaya Kadila Arohana. So the Lord offered his obeisances to the respectable persons there and sat on the palki or palanquin with Vishnu Priya. So just see what a wonderful sanskara this is. This sanskara is first to pay obeisances to all the elderly people. It's very much required. Because the blessings of elderly people, they act as a kavach for the ones who are newly married. So before starting the grahastha life, one has to take these blessings. Nowadays, I don't know how many children are encouraged to take the blessings of the elders. In our times, whoever is to come first, take blessings. That acts as a kavach. Even somebody is putting some drishti. But generally, some eyes come, some evil eyes, maybe good eyes also. But just by paying obeisances, that blessings becomes your kavach. Hari Hari Palisabe Kori Dhwana Dijaya Dhwani Chalije Nalaya Tabe Dvija Kulamani. Then the best of the Brahmanas departed along with his associates while chanting, while everyone chanted Hari Hari. Pathe Yataloka Deke Chaliya Asitaye Dhanya Dhanya Sabai Prasham Se Bahu Mate. Everyone who saw the Lord on the way glorified him with appropriate words. A description similar to that is found. Found in this, and the following 5 verses is seen in Adikhand chapter 10, verses 111 to 116. So in the chapter 10 also you will find the similar verse. So who saw the Lord? Everybody were glorifying Lord. Stri gana dekiya bole yehi bhagyavati kata janma sivilena komala parvati. What a bhagya she has. What a wonderful pati she has got. What a bhagya. Surely she must have served Lakshmi and Parvati for many lifetimes. They were unaware that Vishnu Priya, who is Mahalakshmi herself, has appeared. Kehabale yehi hena bhuji hara gauri, kehabale hena bhuji komala shri hari. Someone said they look just like Shiv Parvati. Somebody said, no, they look like Lakshmi Narayana. Kehabale yehi dui kamadevarati, kehabale indra sachi laya moramati. Somebody said, no, they look like Kamadev and Rati. Someone said, no, they look like Indra and Sachi. Keha bole hena buji Ramachandra Sita, yai mata bole yata Sukrita Vanita. Oh, no, they look like Ram and Sita. In this way, all the pious ladies, they talked among themselves. That is how the comparison is done. Oh, it looks like, they both look like Shiv Parvati. When such comparison is given, naturally, what is actually expected from the couples? They should worship like Parvati. They should be the person, the bridegroom should be as pious as, or as a wonderful devotee as Lord Shiva, and as chaste as Parvati serving Lord Shiva, as chaste as Sita Mata serving Rama, as a wonderful person as Rama with all wonderful qualities. So one cannot become a supreme Lord, but one can try to at least take some qualities of the Lord and be a wonderful devotee of Lord. So that is how in the olden days the comparison is to be done. This comparison is actually an expectation from the couple to behave in such way. Actually, it is an expectation that both of you should be very wonderful couple. हेना भाग्यवंता स्त्री पुरुष नदियार ये सब संपत्ति देखी बार शक्ति यार. So men and the women of Nadia were so fortunate. that they were able to see the opulences of Lord Hari and his consort. So the fortune of the people of Nadia has been also described. Lakshmi Narayanira Mangala Drishtipate Sukhamaya Sarvaloka Hailav Nadiyate. So by the auspicious glance of Lakshmi Narayana, all the people of Nadia became happy in all respects. Nritya Gita Vadya Pushpa Varshite Varshite Parama Anande Ailena Sarva Pathe. As the Lord's marriage party passed through the streets, they danced, sang, played musical instruments, showered flowers in great ecstasy. So the marriage party is going on the streets and everybody is experiencing a bliss. Tabe Shubhakshane Prabhu Sakala Mangale Aile Nagrahe Lakshmi Krishna Kutuhale. So at an auspicious moment, Lord and Vishnu Priya arrived home in a merry mood. Tabe aaye pativrata gana sangilaya putra vadhu ghare arilena harshahaya. Thereupon, Mother Sachi, other chaste women, all joyfully welcomed daughter-in-law home. Grahayasi Vasilena Lakshmi Narayana Jayadhvani Maya Haila Sakala Bhuvana. As Lakshmi Narayan sat inside the house, the whole house was filled with sounds of joy. Ki Ananda Haila Se Akhatya Kathana Se Mahima Ko Na Jane Karibe Varnana. The ecstasy was beyond the words. Therefore, who can describe its glories? Yahara Murtira Vibhade Kile Nayane Papamuktahaya Ayaya Vaikunte Bhuvane. Whoever sees the marriage of the Lord is freed from all the sinful reactions and returns to Vaikuntha. It is said the Vivaha of Krishna, Lakshmi Narayana, Vivaha, Tulasi Vivaha. You have Padmavati, Govinda Vivaha. Whoever sees this Vivaha, they will be removed from all the sins. And here, the residents of Nadi are so fortunate that they are able to see the Vivaha of the Lord with Vishnu Priya. The marriages based on sense gratification between ordinary men and women are known as Bandhan. That is why they say, ye Vivaha Bandhan hai. Bandhan means now bondage. But if a materialist sees the marriage pastimes of Sri Gaur Narayana, the Lord of Vaikuntha with goddess Srimati Vishnupriya, then his desire for material enjoyment is vanquished. And as a result of the awakening of transcendental knowledge, he will be freed from the material existence and attain Vaikuntha. So whatever vivaha happens in this material world between a boy and a girl, it is a bandhan. But if they are surrendered to Krishna, then the same bandhan is now freed. He is freed from the bandhan. Both will be serving Lord. That is why he is grahastha then. Grahastha and grahamedi. There's a lot of difference. A grahamedi marries and does whatever he wants. He enjoys. He does whatever he wants. He enjoys in whatever way he wants. But a grahastha is a responsible person for whom this comparison or expectation from a grahastha is there, that he should be like Shiv Parvati, they should be like Shiv Parvati, they should be like Ram Sita, they should set an example, and they should progress in devotional service, taking help of each other. Se Prabhu Vibhaloka Dekhaya Sakshat Te Nitana Nama Dayamaya Dinanatha. And Lord allowed everyone to see his marriage. He is known as Daya Maya. He allowed everyone see the marriage. Or he is the most merciful, Daya Maya. And he is Dinanath, or he who is the Lord of the fallen. In order to destroy the desire for material enjoyment by imparting transcendental knowledge to miserly and materially attached fallen persons, to bring them to their original constitutional position, Vaikuntha, and to award them the eligibility for the service that is rarely attained by the demigods, the most merciful Lord exhibited his transcendental marriage pastimes before the eyes of the general public. That is why the pious, faithful devotees humbly address the Lord by various names like Ahaituka Kripamaya, he who is causelessly merciful, Amandodaya Daya Sindhu, Amandodaya Daya Sindhu, he who is all auspicious ocean of mercy, and Dinabandhu, he who is the friend of the fallen, which are indicative of his causeless mercy. Ahaituka Kripamaya. Ahaituka means he has such a mercy, that's causeless mercy. It's not that you give something, then only he'll be showing mercy. Even you don't give anything, still Krishna is merciful. His mercy is very nicely told in Varaha Purana. Yadi vatadi doshe na madbhakto mam nachasmarita aham smarani matpaktah nayami paramam gatim. The topmost of the mercy, even if a devotee doesn't remember me, I remember the devotee. He is all auspicious ocean of mercy, Amandodaya Daya Sindhu. So the mercy of Lord has been described by these two words, Ahaituka Kripamaya. For his mercy, he doesn't find a cause. He showers mercy causelessly. Even if a person is not remembering him, still he is so merciful to provide all the facilities in the life. If somebody is remembering him, giving up everything, Krishna says, Ma Shuchaha. Even if somebody is giving something small, still he gives Abhaya. If a person is not able to remember Krishna, but he has remembered Krishna throughout his life, devotee is not able to remember Krishna, still Krishna says, I will never forget him. And there are people who don't want to remember Krishna, still Krishna provides all the facilities. Just see how Krishna is so merciful. Amandodaya Daya Sindhu. Daya Sindhu means he is an ocean of mercy. He is Dinabandhu. He is a friend of the fallen. Taveyata Natabhata Bhikshuka Ganera Tushilena Vastradhana Vachane Sabara. Lord satisfied everyone. Lord satisfied the dancers, Nata, Bhata, that is a professional blessers, Bhikshuka, beggars. How he satisfied them? By Vastra, this cloth, Dhana, and sweet words. Most important, just giving cloth and money. But if a person is giving it with pride, that type of charity has no sense. But with sweet words, if a person is giving charity, that gives a lot of meaning to it. That is why Lord appears in the form of a devotee to set an example that how a devotee should be. So cloth, money, sweet words, three things has been spoken. One should take note of how the Lord, as an ideal householder and teacher of people, duly respected and awarded gifts to the proper candidates. Vipragane, Aptagane, Sabare, Pratyeka, Apaneshwara, Vastradilena Kautuke. So Lord happily gave clothes to each of the Brahmanas, relatives and friends. Buddhimanta Khane, Prabhu Dila Alingana, Tahana Ananda Ati Akhatya Kathana. Then the Lord mercifully embraced Buddhimanta Khan, who felt such ecstasy that it is beyond all description. So the Vedas describe the Lord's appearance and appearance. Although the Vedas describe, there is actually no end to his pastimes. So we'll complete this chapter. Ye saba lilara kabu nahi paricheda avirbhava tirobhava yes kahe Veda. So Vedas, though they are describing, but there is no end to his pastimes. Since the propensity for fruitive activities in the living entities is interrupted in due course of time, no one should illegitimately and offenselessly consider that the transient pastimes of the Lord, who is the controller of Maya, are equal to the fruitive endeavors of ordinary living entities. That is why the Vedic literatures have emphatically pointed out the eternal difference between the activities of the Lord, who is the controller of Maya, and the living entities who are controlled by Maya, and thus forewarned everyone about the dangerous Mayavad philosophy. When the Lord, with his eternal abode and associates, appears before the eyes of the people in this material world from Golokdham, it is called the Lord's avatar or Avirbhava. And when the Lord, with his eternal abode and associates, disappear from the eyes of the people to his eternally unmanifest kingdom of Golokdham, from this material world, It is called Lord's Antardhan or Tirobhav. By these activities, the Lord demonstrates the difference between his transcendental pastimes and the birth and death of ordinary living entities. The pastimes of the Supreme Lord are actually unbroken and uninterrupted. दंडे के ये सवलीला यत अच्छे शतवर्ष तब ताहा के वर्णिवे के नाचे. Who has the eligibility or who has the ability to describe in 100 years the pastimes that the Lord performed in a half hour? So it is not so easy to describe Lord. Nityananda Swarupera Agyadhari Shire Sutra Matra Likhiyami Kripa Anusare. I have just accepted the order of Nityananda Swarup on my head. And by his mercy, I am briefly writing about these pastimes. Ye saban Ishvara Lila, ye pade, ye shune, ye avashya, viharaye, Gaurachandra Sane. Whoever reads these pastimes, hears the pastimes of the Lord, eternally associates with Gaur Sundar. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Chanda Jana Vrindavan Dasa Pachu Pade Yuge Gana. Accepting Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I Vrindavan Das sing the glories of their lotus feet. So Vrindavan Das Thakur says, I don't have the capacity to describe the pastimes of Lord, but it is Anugraha of Nityananda Prabhu. I'm just following whatever he has given me the order. That is how I am briefly describing these pastimes. Thus ends the English translation of the Gaudiya Bhashya commentary on Sri Caitanya Bhagavat Adikhand, chapter 15, entitled Marriage to Sri Vishnu Priya. So from tomorrow we'll start the chapter, The Glories of Sri Haridas Thakur Namacharya. Very important. Because we are all in the chanting process, and the mercy of Haridas Thakur is very much required to keep us progress in devotional service by chanting very nicely. Hare Krishna. Any doubts you can ask. Any doubts? No doubt. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, ending the class one chapter to the Rubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Vayavata Paritam. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Dandavat
Krishna,
Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.